So we are just
All right.
yeah, so we are just going to talk about Andrew Tate, right? He's the man. Actually, I was not very much confident about this man, but I just heard many things regarding him, and I was shocked. I mean, his speech and what he just says is so true. I mean, it has a major impact on one life, and he's of my age currently. You're able to see his profile and all his things, right? He's a British American social media influencer, and he's born in 1986, the same age, right? We are at same age. But the way
Wow.
he's having just knowledge, skills, and what he's just trying to prove, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I was just shocked. I mean, I don't have any words. I mean, I just listened his speech today, and
Mm-hmm.
it made me think that okay, no doubt he's in controversy also. There are a lot of other people who is just opposing his stuff, who is not just uh, who is just criticizing him and just making him down. But at some point of time, I think he's the great person. So, what are your views
Yeah.
on this? Yes.
All right. So yeah, I feel like Andrew Tate is a guy. He's a man of his word. He's someone who is somewhat so powerful when you just from the way you hear him talking, the way he is able to verbalize and put his ideas into reality, something which is so potent. Even looking at the story of his background, like when you look at the way he was, when I was looking at his biography, when he was born, how he was raised by his father, being raised in Luton, like I researched about that city. I find that it was just doesn't so much like a high class income kind of place, but an impoverished place, and how he was raised by people who are poor. His parents, both of them were poor, and being able to go from being totally broke, like you're just broke, to being someone who's
Yes.
like
Yes.
the most influential person on earth. So I feel like that has a lot of things to say, and a lot of insights to learn from such a person, because for us, when you look at the way the world is revolutionizing right now, is that a lot of people who are rich, like rich, you find that they're either born from people who are already rich, or they didn't even have to work for that money. You see, but now someone who had to pass through the low code truth of reality, someone who we have to actually, give arms of applause for,
Yeah, he said in one of his time that he was just broke, right? And
Yeah.
he's considering money as a different kind of thing. I mean, he considers money as a tool. He sees it everywhere. He analyzes the building. He just sees a particular business, and he just says that okay, this kind of person is making this kind of income using this stuff with business. So how can I replicate them
Mm-hmm.
with my ideas, with my stuff, and can be able to make more money than he is making? So that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it really empowers us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just having a listening to talk regarding make money online. What Andrew Tate his views regarding money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and recently he has been arrested also, but I don't have the clear cut idea. So can you please just throw the light what it is about? He was released and he was just
Well, all right. Andrew is someone who is something else. Okay, you know how it is. Like you don't know someone at a personal level. Okay, I think the goodness of social media is that you get to know a lot. Compared to when social media was not there. I know there are
yes,
advantages and disadvantages of social media, but those are the perks. Like you get to have open ideas from people who are like thousands of kilometers away from you. So when I heard that about the issue of Andrew Tate being arrested, okay, I follow Andrew very much, like very, very much.
yes,
So when I heard that arrested, yeah, I thought like, okay, maybe this is the end for the guy, because I don't see anything coming out of this. So I didn't. I just felt bad. Someone who I follow so much, I see going down a hill. You feel as if you are related to that person. You feel like there's just that connection that between you and that person. So looking at him go through the prison, also following his Twitter account, seeing the things he's posting, you feel like okay, the guy is just keeping to his word. There's a sense of authenticity that is emanating from him. So that's what I think at his like it's a big part which is Andrew Tate, like his authenticity and faith to himself and his inner core. Because when before he went into the prison, if you can look at him, you can see some okay, he was like fit, but now when he got out of prison, like you can it's even difficult for you to believe that he was
You-
actually in prison, you know.
Yes, I think there is some misconnection.
No,
We are not able to hear the
or
voice.
even
Uh, at one point of time, it got disconnected. Anyways, you can just continue and we will just. Hello, am I audible? So when you just talk about this network, then you will be shocked to see what is the network, right? Network of Andrew Tate. Let me just, yeah. So when I just hit this all, you will be able to see this 350 million. Oh my God.
Hello.
Yes.
How come you are just surprisingly just come across with this person? Have you just ever just heard from some other guy about this person? Because before that we were unaware of that.
No,
Who
no,
is he?
I was aware, but I didn't take that interest, right? I was just neglecting this person, and because he was just criticized and he was just, I mean, he was not entertained. But when today, a few days back, I just scrolled social media and came to know the real truth, and I just listened the speech of this person, and it inspired me, and the way he just came out right from a poor background, and right now he's a trillionaire. So you can imagine he considered money as a different kind of thing, right? Uh, I'm sure. I mean, this was remarkable. I mean, it's really great. So there are a lot of stuff. I mean, he was arrested, and there are a lot of news going on, right? So and he has just accepted Islam as a religion, and so a lot of things are. He's a kickboxer. Yeah, he has also, I mean, declared donation of his income, right? Because he's a trillionaire. So it's a really great. And in the meantime, let just Lifasi come, and in the meantime, let's play some cool music and just yeah. You can also go ahead, Vikram, if you're not knowing the stuff. Also, still you can speak about the money and all the issues. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, so you can go ahead about if you want to just deliver anything regarding him. In the meantime, Lifasi may join. Okay, he is there. Yeah, go ahead. Hello.
yes.
Hello.
Yes, so are we connected properly?
Yeah, I think there was just an issue with the network connectivity.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was just accessing this network and I just found it's 350 million. Oh my
Hmm.
God, this number is insane. It's insane. Oh my.
Crazy.
Now what he says, he's considered one of the renowned internet celebrities in the country. And gained popularity
Mm-hmm.
from his profession as a professional kickboxer. Oh my God.
Mm.
So that's why I used to see his picture on your profile. But at
Yeah,
but
exactly.
at that time, I didn't pay any kind of attention, and I was just thinking, who this guy is. But just few days
Yeah,
back, I just came across his videos
yeah,
and I came across his stuff, and I just listened to him, and I
yeah,
mean, I mean, it was mind blowing.
yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah, 100%, 100%. No, the guy he's really the light. At this time and age, there is somebody who has come to the world to show the world that, there is something more. There is that realization which comes about when you see someone doing something you thought is impossible, then
yes,
someone just comes and shows you the way. That's just
yeah,
something to give good, yeah, like it's just something amazing.
yeah. In one of his interviews just told that whenever a new Lamborghini comes, then that. company just text him that new Lamborghini is
Mhm.
there, and Andrew just without even seeing the picture, he just says yes, get to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he had a new Lamborghini. Oh my god,
Yeah. It's just
that's
something.
again.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. And he has, I mean, though he has a lot of controversies when he's just speaking about girls and sharing some stuff which is not, I mean, appropriate. And he has also has some kind of social media ban. But apart from this,
Hmm.
I mean, there are quite good stuff he's just noted. You can just
Yeah.
share your experience regarding this.
Okay. So on my own part, I feel like the everything Andrew Tate says, I believe on my own part that it's true. You know, like I've not found anything to be malice from his way of expression. I feel like everybody, okay, nowadays it's difficult. It's so difficult for you to express your own views without actually getting a ban or something, you know,
Yes,
because
yes,
they,
yes,
yeah, there's a certain source of control. The propaganda machines want to actually enforce upon the new age authority of reign. You know, that's the thing. So now you're gonna find that there are some people who do things which are somewhat bad. You see, you find that there are some people who went to this land, was it Ipsum Island? Yeah, something like that. There were some people. I don't know if you heard about that one. It was it's an island owned by a certain millionaire. So what happened was that the people went there.
yeah,
When they went there, there was this issue of like which came out of pedophilia whatsoever, malice things, you know, and there was no sort of like the action which was enforced against those people wasn't even that much. But again, you're gonna find that there are other cases which are more dangerous compared to just these sentiments which are posted on the social media. So the point I'm trying to make is that this you find that people's opinions, right, are
yes,
beginning to be shut down. Yeah, people's opinions are beginning to be shut down because they know that if somebody has an opinion which is true, you know, it is
yes,
something which is true and causing the mainstream, it is something that will be shut down because they know that if the people know the truth, if the people know the truth, they wake up, then the whole matrix system will collapse. When the matrix system collapses, those people, the so-called, the people who are at the top, you know, the people who control the dollar and whatsoever, they will not have any that power or control or anything. That's the thing they fear. So they are trying to shut down people like Andrew Tate who stand up for the truth, who see the flaws of this so-called like reign. They see the truth and they want to say the truth, right? To free the people who will listen. So now when the media sees this happening, that's when now they come up with these issues to say you have this case, you're going to be arrested, you've been banned, etc. All these things are just being done to shut down a person for saying the truth. Because if you look at Andrew, right? Andrew, there was one point he was like the most like the most searched person on Google. You know, you even surpassed Biden and the like.
yes, 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 yes,
Yeah. So they are afraid because they know that okay, a lot of people are getting to know him, and what he's saying is true. You know, it's something which is true about
yes,
like one of the things they can say, which I feel like are true on my part, is education system. You know, the education
yes,
system is something which is a bit rigid to this level. Like I feel like the education system has a high level of rigidity in the sense that it is not easily flexible to the adapting new changes of the world. You find that I'll give you an example, a realistic example, right? Like
yes,
I've been in school, yeah, a lot of people have been in school. You're gonna find that there's some people whom you're gonna see, people who are driving vehicles after vehicles. You see, you're seeing them in the Lambos,
yes,
you're seeing them in the bay, like just those high class vehicles, right? Then you see another person who are just driving these other normal vehicles, right? Then now
yes,
that person who is in those like high class vehicles, you're not gonna say that no, that person is a doctor. You're not gonna say that person went to school. You just say the person is a drug addict, yo. Like the person is just there's something wrong with it, you know, because you can't be rich using the school system. Why? Because like it's a form of servitude to some level, you know. Like to enunciate on this one, I'll give you an example. Here's a situation: you go to uni, you go to uni. At uni, you have to pay maybe a 70K, for your degree. You
Yes,
finish, yeah, maybe to be for 3 years. That degree will be for 3 years. You're paying. It can be either on a yearly basis. You're paying that 70, a 70K, 70 grand. You're paying that. When you finish that course, that is the money you had invested into that. For
yes,
you to actually be able to make money which will surpass that money you invested, it will take a lot of time, you see.
yes,
So the profit there is minuscule, it's small. But now here's the situation: someone says, no, I'm not gonna go to university. No, I'm just gonna ditch it. I'll see other sources of income I can project about to create something reasonable for my life. If that person will start like a business, something else, even with an income level, which is not even so much compared to the one for uni, and that person, people who are just committed, you find that they're able to make 4 times the person spent in just a matter of weeks. So that shows something. You have to think about it. You say, no, okay, what's the thing here? What's going on? And the more you dig deeper into this, you will see that there is something wrong. Because
yes.
somebody working,
Yeah, so you mean to
yeah,
say that when you are just going for a university degree, right, you will spend a lot of money and you will also waste time in order to get that degree, and then you will not be
exactly.
able to recover that amount of money which you just spent, right, by making money. You are just trying to say that, right?
Exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing. And again, it's not just on that part. Like in this country, the average doctor, in this country, the average doctor makes about it's okay. Let's say I'm not so sure about the stats, but I think in America, the average doctor maybe makes a 30 grand. So not so sure. That is the average, right? So now,
Okay, 30
now
grand you say for doctor, right? 30 grand for doctor.
yes, and I think I'm trying to recall the sources. Yeah, I think there was an article I saw where it says the average person, like who is just stable in the UK, in America, makes approximately 50 grand on a yearly basis per year. 50 grand in a yearly basis. So when you look at the stats, we say, okay, realistically or just hypotheoretically, how much can that be on a monthly basis? Somebody on a monthly basis maybe is making about 4 or 3 grand, you see. But now here's somebody else who didn't go to the education sector whatsoever. Some people, and this is happening, we see them everywhere, just dropped out of uni, but they're
Yes,
making like 100 grand per
yes,
month. So that's just something else. Again, it's not just that. You see that those people who follow the education route, they're making like 50 grand per year. But how many hours are they working? You find that they're working 80-hour weeks. But
yes,
here's a person who is like wholly autonomous, able to work on their own time schedule. They're just working maybe 3-4 hours per day on a less strenuous work ethic. They're able to even succeed your income, by a force score. So it's just something which is like, as long as you're perspicacious of the environment, you're able to see, no, there are some glitches here, and we need to free think econ life. It's not everything you've been taught and taught that is true. It might have been true 20 years ago, 30 years ago, but now the world has changed completely. Everything has changed.
yes, yes, I agree to your point. I really agree what you just said. Yeah. We must understand now everything is changed. Now is not the time to just spend a lot of money and waste time
The
in order to
internet.
make the
People are able to make, and now, yeah, are you able to hear me?
yeah, there was a misconnection. I mean, your audio just got blank. And moreover,
All right,
I
okay.
find a lot of background disturbances also. I don't know why.
Oh, okay, I see. Maybe, yeah, the internet.
So we lost some connection. I don't know what is happening. So the thing is now education system, now everything has changed. Now people are just making a lot of money, spending less time making more money as compared to the previous system where we just
Internet
need to
connectivity.
yeah now
Hello.
yeah now you're audible, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Someone was calling, so it cut. Yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, like it's just a matter of realizing that the whole system is a scam to some level. It's a scam, whereas doesn't save the maximum potential of an individual, and it will just waste your time. If you are genuine about the thing you want to do, if you want to live a life free to you, a life upon which you, your own self, your own ethics, like you just want freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, the ability to actually help others, you have to just set on your own goals, and you realize that as long if you commit to them, right? If you commit to them, it's okay. You don't have to go to school. There are a myriad of ways you can be successful, and as long as you pay attention, like Andrew Tate says, you are perspicacous of the environment, right? And you become indefatigable. You're able to achieve anything. So that's something I highly tame to be so potent, and if you apply this, it will change your life. So now the media doesn't want people to hear this. They don't want people to free think. This is the thing which Andrew advocates for time and again.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
people,
yeah. That's why
yeah,
that's why he calls media as a matrix, and which
exactly.
doesn't reveal the truth, right?
100%.
But he revealed the truth, and now the media is criticizing him.
Yeah, so it's just something else, something else. But I feel like again, okay, me, I'm not, I'm anti books nowadays. I feel like reading books, yeah, it doesn't help as much. It's just waste time. If like there are more efficient ways to actually gain something or knowledge. So like, but there was a time I saw this quote from this book, the book called The Alchemist by Paul Coelho. It said,
Yes,
yeah, there's this quote which just stood out for me. It was like, if you genuinely want something, if you genuinely want something, the universe will conspire to make that thing a reality. It will conspire
yes,
to make that thing. Yeah, so
yes,
I feel like even though the propaganda machines are at their peak of trying to control us and put like they're trying to put us to be in a state of an ability to think for ourselves, to cope, to put us in a cope state. If you genuinely want to be free, because everybody has a burning desire to be free, intrinsically there's just that fire in everybody. When you are
yes,
born, you feel like you can be something. Like I'll give you an example. Maybe you've seen some kids, right? Children are playing around. When you ask kids, like, you ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? You see, a lot of
yes,
them, children, before being taught about this school garbage, whatever, they will say, me, I want to be Superman. Me, I want to be that. I want to be a superhero. I want to be Prince Charming. They have so big dreams about what they want to do. It's just something intrinsic, in us. So if you are genuinely wanting something, if you genuinely want some cool things out of this world, the universe will conspire to make it happen. Like you will find people who are actually going for that same thing. You will also be drawn to the same thing. So yeah, it just comes into the issue of like I'm not trying to be cliche or woo or anything, but the universe has its ways of helping anybody who proves the point that okay, this person here, this person here, I see, this person truly wants this thing. I'll help him make it happen. But now there are some people who don't deserve it. They say, no, me, I want to be successful, me, I want to have millions of dollars, I want to have the careers, whatever. But their actions are not in alignment to the thing they want. They call authentic congruence is not there. You see, somebody says, no, me, I want to be successful, whatsoever. But they're not even willing to put in the work. In
yes,
fact, the pressure they have is this motivation, so-called motivation. I don't believe in the concept of motivation. I feel like if you genuinely want something, we're all humans. Our emotions will never be set. We cannot be like robots. Robots are the only things which don't have emotions, which you can set the emotion to be in a certain way by just putting codes. But now, as human beings, our emotions fluctuate. You cannot always be happy. You cannot always be sad. It's
yes,
something which will always be changing. So now, like when you say me, I want to be successful, right? Of course, you incur roadblocks. You hit a wall. But if you genuinely want that success, you say, hey, okay, there's this wall, it's in front of me, but what do I want for myself? I want to be successful. I'll strive hard. No matter how I'm feeling, I can say my emotional state at this point does not matter. What matters is the thing I want. I know that when I genuinely go for this, I'll be at a better place. You keep doing it, keep doing it. Now people nowadays they use that as a crutch. They say no, me actually I feel like I can't be successful, blah blah, because I don't feel like doing it. Of course, nobody every successful person worked hard. They did what they were supposed to do, regardless of how they feel like. That's just how it is. So it's all a matter of garbage, it's all something that has come up because of issues to do with these issues of quick fix things, like even social media influence stupid things like TikTok. TikTok is something which I don't have TikTok on my phone personally because I don't see any use for it. Because when you go on TikTok, you're gonna find that almost all the videos are about people who are maybe something bad happened to them. You're trying to be the person. And if you're playing the victim, you won't find it anywhere. But it's just a matter of like,
Vikram, please mute your mic.
feeling
Vikram,
of
please mute your mic.
sorry.
No, I was not talking to you actually. I just told Vikram to mute because there is a background noise, so there is
All
interruption.
right. Oh. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know your thoughts. Those are my thoughts. Those are my raw thoughts about this whole thing and why the world is messing up. Like it's a mess. Yeah, it's a mess. Just a big mess actually, because like even this whole thing. Okay, me, I'm just trying to express my own authentic thoughts on this. The issue of therapists, where as you say no, me right now I don't feel like I feel suicidal. I feel like my world has no bearing. I can't do anything. It links back to what we said in the previous talk we had podcast. Like people believe what they hear. They
Yes,
believe in the things that take power away from them. Because like long ago there was this story I heard about this woman, right? This woman, it was I just read somewhere. This woman was in a plane, and besides that was her mother. They were with her mother. I don't know where they were going. So now that plane had a crash. In the midst of the somewhere on an island or something. The plane crashed, and out of everybody died except that woman. So now when the plane crashed, that woman looked on her sides. This side, nobody was there. Maybe the windows were just marked, broken. This side, she saw her mother injured, injured like no man's business. And the mother was almost at the point of death. And the mother had passed on, actually, she died. So when the mother died, this girl, what happened was she, funny enough, right? After she was interviewed a few years later, she was asked by people how she managed to survive, even though such a calamity happened. Then she just said that it happened. There's nothing you can do. She like when that crash happened, she got out of the plane. She didn't even like she didn't say no, everybody careful has died, that's for me, let me just kill myself. No, but she said I need to survive. She started now meandering through the forest, seeing how she would survive. At last she found people who would help her. Like there are some people in the villages who found her, and they were able to help her. Finally she was even able to go to her place. But now here's the funny thing again. Here now you find people who are saying no, me, I'm depressed because someone insulted me on the internet. Me, I'm depressed because I was called ugly. There's some things which are even more worse than those things. And you find that these people now are just saying, no, me, I want to commit suicide because of just sentiments one person uttered to me. No, it's just all these are just it doesn't compute. It's something which is brought about by this same media, like TikTok. No wonder it has a lot of views. It promotes victimization. You feel like no, you're so special, right? Like nothing bad is supposed to happen to you. Like something good will happen one day. You are someone who deserves more, but in reality it's just a matter of taking ownership and realizing that if you keep being the victim, and you don't decide to take control of your life, you keep being the way you are. Even success, doesn't, like when you try your best, nothing is happening. Then you start being a victim. Victimization will not take you anywhere. It's better you truly try your best, even to the blink of death, you do your best. You genuinely do your best. But people don't do their best, because when you do your best, alas, the universe will find ways to help you achieve that thing. So this is all that is now the masculine ethic, the ethos of masculinity, which are supposed to be promoted instead of things like TikTok. These TV shows, we just promote something which is just contrary. It's just degeneracy. So I believe, and I live by these. So I feel like Andrew Tate, people like Andrew Tate are being extinguished because they know that these people say the truth. And if these people keep continuing to say, no, we shouldn't do ABC, those people who are depressed, those people who say, no, me, I'm a victim, whatsoever, whatsoever, those people, you know what they do? Those people are the ones who are actively increasing the revenues of the pharmaceutical industries. So that's the whole point of this, the hierarchy of the influencers. Those people, they want to control people. They want to control them in the education sector. They want to make them slaves by them
Yes,
working maybe 80 hours per week just to be given minuscule money, peanuts. They want to keep them slaves. The other way they want to keep them slaves is by
yes,
promoting these industry things like TikTok. That's why TikTok is the most, like, it has most of the views like on TikTok. Even these so-called musicians, because you find that people, you can listen. I don't know, I've forgotten that video, but I feel like what Kanye West says is somewhat true. Kanye West, he said something to say the lyrics of some music have been put in a certain way, have been critiqued, to make people to be depressed. These rappers, people are saying, no, me, I want to be like this rapper, whatever, whatsoever. They aspire to be like that, not without knowing that those people are paid to keep those people to think like taking drugs is cool, to think like being depressed is cool,
yes,
whereas it's just taking them on a downward spiral to death. So it's
yes,
just a massacre, seeing the world being like this. Even, Donald Trump was arrested. There was a time that article came up. So the people who are being arrested now are the ones who are saying the truth. The people
yes,
who are
yes,
being arrested are the ones who are saying the truth. And these
yes,
people who are now out there, who are being paid, those people are the ones who are now putting on a facade, of lies, just to promote and promulgate these same fallacy lies. So it's just something else, but there's always hope. There's always hope.
yes, yes. That's why many of the people are just supporting Andrew Tate because they know that this person has made the difference actually. And
Exactly.
yeah, he never promoted all those stuff which leads to depression, anxiety, fear, stress. He always
Mm-hmm.
teaches how to live, how to live your best version, right? So that's
Yeah.
a really great example regarding the plane that you were just trying to explain that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
in the crucial time also, the girl just think of the survival and how he just made the things better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's really great. I mean,
100%.
yeah, regarding money, I mean, his views and his thinking is totally different. I have never
Yeah.
met such a person who's having that kind of thinking about money like this guy is having.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
at one
Exactly.
point of time he was complete broke and now he is just a trillionaire.
Yeah. You get right. So it's something else. Yeah. I think, okay. I've been observing. I always like, at least each day I try in the early mornings, like before even doing anything, I try to see what's popping in the world. So you find that in this world and age, it's rare for you to find men, just grown men who are just
Yes,
sitting together discussing. It's rare. You find that men, they are just with their children home, taking care of the children at work, trying to push whatsoever, whatsoever. But a lot of them, and you see, if you find guys together just playing, just having fun, they'll be labeled as these LGBTQ things, like, that one is gay, but the actual superpower, it comes along in this way. Men have evolved to be in clans, to be together, have brotherhoods. That's the
Yes,
ultimate way to be successful. There is no person on earth who can be successful alone. That's just honest truth. You can't
yes,
be a success alone. Yeah, if you follow these movie stars, these like there was that movie Rambo, one
yes,
man show. Yeah, that just happens in movies, man. Like in reality, you need to have people besides you.
yes,
They
yes,
say, yeah, they say that when a fire is burning, right? When a fire is burning, then you bring other clogs or you bring other woods. The fire even burns bigger, burns higher to another level. So that's the power of a network group of people
yes,
who are like-minded. There's just
yes,
something important. Yeah, because there's also this point I wanted to raise. It had the bearing on evolution. Like if you look at evolutions are not made. Okay, we all have our gender roles, right? Women have their gender roles, men have their gender roles. So a revolution can never be made by women who stand together to protest. But if you find men, grown men, if the whole world of men says today we will do what we will protest against this. Yes, yes. You find that those people they'll bring a revolution. So that's just the power of men, how men are. So if you find that you want to be successful and you are with people who are having the same ideology, you'll go far. Nobody will even temper with you. You'll be
yes,
someone who will be feared, no realms of endeavor, because there's just some potency in networking and in joining like brotherhoods.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Right. So it was really a great talk. Actually, time went so fast. So now the time is going over. It's really great having to have a talk complete.
Yeah, I also enjoyed the talk.
Yeah. So maybe next
Yeah.
time we can just again get together. I will just message you the details.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Anyways, can't wait for the other talk. Can't wait. It's always good. It always brings about new epiphanies of thought, like
Yeah, yeah, that's
it's
what
always,
I was. That's what because I was excited because you can just speak on this endlessly because I know you are a big fan of Andrew Tate. So that
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
yeah. So anyway, see you tomorrow. Maybe I will share the link.
Awesome, awesome. Can't wait for tomorrow. Can't
Yeah,
wait.
yeah, yeah. Thanks for
Awesome.
joining.
All right, all right. Peace,
Yeah,
man.
bye. Yeah.